that good activity generates a check. If it doesn't generate a check, it sucks as activity. So that's what Bruce said, guys. We got to make sure that the activity is leading to us getting to the I almost said kitchen table, getting to the QA, right? We got to get to the QA. That's the goal, because the magic happens there. We got to prospect. We got to get them on the webinar. We got to meet them. We got to do their fast start meeting, all of that. But the point is to get to the QA, right? And so when we get there, now they're going to start to really understand why everything's happening. And the point where most people want to come, why most people get into the business, is they want to make money. So if they're not on a QAs, they're not seeing us getting checks, then why are they going to stick around here long term, right? They have to see that process. So everything, you always have to keep the end in mind. Everything is going to lead up to that. Now, what starts to happen though is they're going to start now maybe becoming, from being in training to becoming solo. If they've seen enough appointments, Shaq says your goal is to graduate from training, which means you need to see at least 10 qualified appointments. Once somebody sees 10 qualified appointments, then now they're going to get on track with saying, oh, well, I think I get it now. And then hopefully they'll start doing appointments, right? So up until this point, me, Josh, Jen, the leaders, your uplines, they're the ones doing everything. We're the one doing the appointment. A lot of times we're helping confirming the appointment, so on and so forth. But now once they start becoming a soloist, they're going to create more confidence. And then from there, they're going to get to the point to where they want to start training other people. And once they start training other people, that's where the duplication is going to start happening, right? And then they're going to build more activity, because it's not just only their appointments. Now they have people that they're recruiting and training and following the same process. And then as that activity continues to build, they start barking up the tree to district leader. So when we look at it, everything is streamlined, and we got to continue pushing people through that pipeline, making sure that also on appointments where people know what they need to be doing, right? After every appointment, follow up with people, have a meeting, right? I think Jen calls it a debrief, I think is what I heard from
Yep.
Joey. After the appointments, you have a debrief. And so you go over, hey, what did you hear? What were the questions they asked? How did I ask them? What were some objections that they had? How did I answer those? Right? So people start to understand and become confident and independent during these appointments. Because guys, remember, it's not entertainment. They're not just there for you to do the work. The goal is for them to eventually start doing these things on their own.
All right, guys, and then once you get through those QAs, and this is going to be a little bit throughout the process, that you still have your hands on that trainee becoming a district leader. Because remember, as the leader, guys, everyone on this thread, you can't take your hands off that leg too quick. Shaq always tells me that you got to make sure you keep your hands on that leg, and the more they start doing on their own, the more you kind of let go a little bit, just a little bit though, not too much, because they're still going to make mistakes. But Bruce says new mistakes make us rich. Old mistakes keep us broke. So you just want to make sure they're making new mistakes and they're falling forward, right? So as we start to go through all these QAs, this person that's becoming your future district leader is going to see more sales, more transactions, not just in term insurance, but if you're doing it right with carry bags, they'll start to learn the mutual fund system too, which obviously is going to motivate them to get investment license. Because to be a legit district leader, a leader, aka a trainer, to be trainer, then a real trainer is somebody who's fully licensed. So you might as well go through the QA and the carryback with them, and that's why you go through all those appointments. And as you bring them through all of these appointments throughout the sales, it's no longer going to be just about the money, but they're going to be more motivated to help clients make those good decisions. Because at the end of the day, what is a sale? It's just helping families make decisions that are good for them. That's it. And if you ask yourself, because we're going through this right now, everyone on this thread, if you're not a district, ask yourself, how many families did you help last month? If you are a district, then your next goal is to produce a district. How many families did you help that future district leader help last month? How many transactions did they see? If you're not making money, you're not helping people. Write that down. If you're not making money, that means you were not helping people. And you can't say you like to help people if you didn't make any money, right? When people are pushing for their future district leader promotion or any promotion at all, you really start to see what they're made of. You really start to see, are they going to give up an hour before month end, right? You really start to see, are they going to give up a day before month end? You really start to see if they disappear on month end. And the clock is ticking. They still got a lot of time. And Shay, my favorite line Shay ever said, when the clock is ticking and you got minimal time, there's a lot of time for people that work. For the other people that think that we only have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours left, no, that's a lot of time for somebody who actually works, who's actually serious. But it starts with when you put them through the pipeline, you push them towards their field training bonus that leads in the district. And if you have to push someone for their field training bonus, they are not the right person. You need to build under them, and you need to find the next person under them immediately. And they may not be the right person right now, but they will be the right person eventually. It's just not your job to wait on them to do something right with the next person under them. You want to build under them. Once we get to a district leader, what is a district leader? We got to know when they're a real district leader, not some rinky-dink district leader, no offense to anybody, but if you're doing minimals to get to district leader, I don't know, you're going to attract minimals, right? So that's why when Joey went district, I said, no, we got to do 5 by 5. You got to do 5 by 5 because what Bruce says, 5 by 5 is where it all starts. When someone can hire a person and do a life app on their own without you being there, that's your district leader right there. They can lead to some extent. When somebody is accountable with you, they can lead to some extent. That person now has shown all the green lights, and we can move forward to the next level. Shondell? Josh?
Okay, so this is putting the leadership pipeline all together. Up until this point, what have we gone through? There we go. Up until this point, we've gone through prospecting, which stems from accountability, right? Speaking with your trainer or regional leader or regional vice president, not every other day or weekly, every day have one conversation with that person. Prospecting activity leads to recruiting, which grows your attendance, which is indicative of the health of your business. Attendance leads to doing things independently. Activity is what I mean. And that activity, if it leads to generating a check, it's good stuff. That's where the sales come from. And getting sales, and while simultaneously recruiting new talent is how you get your promotion. When you get that district leader promotion, you got to understand mentally and see visually how that jacks up your income, increases it, is what I mean. So when you're a district leader, a lot of times, especially back in the day, I heard that you couldn't become a district leader until you got your securities license. Gabe knows about that. I see him shaking his head. That was a requirement. And that, thank God, I'm telling you, I would never have gotten my securities license if Samir wasn't on my behind about it. Never, right? I would have procrastinated. I would have said, no, I could do this on my life license only, and it's just funny because I was competing with someone in California, and that person out recruited me by she outproduced me, not out recruited. She outproduced me by a little bit, but we made the same exact amount of money during the contest. Why? Because I have a securities license and she doesn't. And I was able to, raise my income because of that. Samir does the same thing with other massive RVPs around the company, right? So if you get your securities license early, you can do the same thing. But it's not just about, I said earlier, simple systems consistently done will make you a living. Okay? It will make you a living. But simple systems consistently duplicated will make you a fortune. Okay, this right here on the right side, this is the smaller, okay, the small picture of what a real district leader, what did Jen just say? A not a rinky dink district leader, but this is what a real district leader looks like. Okay, they have licensed, not only did they get licensed and promoted, you know, may have gotten 3,000 to 5,000 during their training, a small training bonus of $1,000 to $2,000, but they also got 3 other people licensed outside of them. They know at least 70% of the presentation, enough to go out there and slop it up, as a lot of the leaders in Primerica like to say, and try to get better while training their current team and growing from there. But if you look at this, a district leader on a 50% contract averages $500 a transaction. Okay, that's motivation and incentive to become a district leader, because if you are only a rep, you average $250 a transaction. What's better, 250 a transaction or 500? Okay, so as a district leader, you consistently do, right? You can go out there and earn a living. You make $500 if you do the transaction. But if you've got 3 reps under you that you recruited, trained, and licensed, and now they're showing up for your attendance, they will make $250 per transaction, all 3 of them. But you will earn the difference. If you could circle that big right there, difference and overrides, $750 total, because $250 times 3 is $750. But see, that $750 you did not work for. You did not exude energy for. You didn't have to hop on the Zoom for. That's $750 that was passive. Overrides is, I believe, the true reason why most people come and get licensed in Primerica. So $750 plus $500 from what you personally do, that's $1,250. As a district leader, you know, what could an extra $1,250 do, where most of it was passive for most families out there, fathers, mothers, whether they're married or single parents? What could that do for their life? What could that do for their retirement account? I don't have an extra $1,250 to put into my Roth IRA, which just so happens to be my shortfall. Talk to your trainer to learn about what that is. That is huge. That is huge. That's everyone doing one sale, one, not 10. Check this out. If you do 2 sales as a district leader yourself, you will make $1,000 yourself. And if all 3 of your reps do 1 more sale, that equals 2 sales. 2 in 30 days. Okay, that you're gonna earn $2,500. $2,500 total. Okay, now what can an extra $2,500 a month do for you? Well, answer twice what $1,250 could do for you. Right? So this is the smaller picture. This is what a real district leader looks like. And this puts you in position for the bigger picture, which is on the left. Okay. Your diversification has kicked in. You're doing securities. You're training and duplicating what you know how to do into more reps. And the key is to produce one district leader every 90 days. Minimum. There's a guy, okay, I won't speak his name, okay, down in Miami, Florida, who in 7 years has multiplied his income by 10. He went from what Samir is currently earning to $3 million a year, $250,000 a month. And he produces 10 to 20 district leaders a month. District, not licenses, district leaders a month. Okay, your goal is to just produce 4. And see, we have to do a little better on talking about this in general. I'm so proud of Jen because she produced 3 this year. That's almost 4. We produced 2. So we're behind, right? So ask yourself, how am I a district leader? And no, I didn't freeze. I just paused because that's really important to ask yourself. Okay. And how many district leaders have I produced in 2020? And how many am I going to produce in 2021? That's going to reflect my income. Because if you can get in the habit of producing 4 district leaders a year, guys, as a regional vice president, because you only come to Primerica for 2 reasons: big part-time income, or you're becoming an RVP. If it's not for one of those 2, you're just visiting and it was nice knowing you. As a regional vice president, if you can go out there and get 3 transactions yourself in 1 month and get 4 district leaders doing what the right side of this slide looks like, 4 people doing that picture right there on the screen, you will earn $9,500 a month. You do 3 and you have 4 districts doing 3 transactions a month. $9,500 a month just so happens to be $120,000 a year as a regional vice president. And you know what they say, every $120,000 a year counts. Okay. So I hope this helped, guys. This is huge. Hey, I love this training because it's really, really simple. Really, really simple. And simple systems consistently done will make you a living. But simple systems consistently duplicated will make you a fortune. Go out there and kill it.
Awesome, Josh. So I hope you, like I said, I hope you guys took a lot of notes. This is straight from Bruce, guys. So number 1, first and foremost, make sure you double-digit recruit and get on the call. We gave you guys this out of our hearts. You know, this is directly from his brain, and it's critical aspects of the business that helps us improve. So always think about it, guys. How good are you at every one of these levels? I'm going to bring the picture back up. But if you guys have any questions, post them in the chat. We can try to answer those for you. We have some time left, but this is the picture, guys. Any questions? You guys can unmute yourself too if you want, if you don't want to type it out.
Hey, we're gonna save this. Post in the chat if in December you are gonna double-digit recruit. Say I. Gabe said I. All those. Okay, so Trishana's gonna go out there.
Oh, snap. Everybody.
Okay. Y'all are gonna double. Okay, double
Oh,
diggities.
Data, LaCarla, Morgan. Let's
We
go.
got some double
Caroline, I
diggities.
think. All right. All right.
Michelle, y'all are gonna double diggity. Hey, Sheila, you gonna do it? You got help. You got help. I believe in you.
All right, guys. Any questions? Last minute questions? Sheila. Hey, you're already killing it. You already hit the board. You're starting off strong, Sheila. So you got this. You got this. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you joining us today. Hopefully you learned a lot. This will be up on YouTube, so watch it over and over and over. But make sure you guys set appointments. Set appointments this week. Thanks, guys. See ya.